Shavua Tov, everyone. Welcome to HGSS Havdallah Live for Motzei Shabbat for Parshat Shemot. Here we go. Hine el Yeshua fi Eftach v'lai echad Ki aziv v'zimras Adonai V'ayhi li Yeshua O shavtem mayim v'sasai Adonai Tzavos Ashrit Adam B'Teach Boch Adonai Mashiach HaMelech Yadeinu V'Yachareinu LaYehudim Ha'isa Oira V'Hasimcha V'Hasasayin V'Yikar Kein Tiyelanu Kois V'Shavuos Esau Savri Murnan nine Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam b'rei peri hagafem Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam b'rei hagafem Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam b'rei Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol v'nolachoshem ben Yisroel lo amin ben yom hashvi'i l'sheshes yemei hamaseh Baruch atah Adonai Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol Shavua Tov, everyone. Shavua Tov. So these are tough times. Here we are in lockdown number 3, and very unclear even how much further we will be able to go with shul services. It looks really dire here in London, but I want to wish you all a lot of strength and know that despite all of the tragedy and suffering, we have blessings in our life, and we have to always remember those blessings that we do have in our lives and focus on those blessings. I want to share with you a story of Rabbi Yisrael Salanta. He was the founder of the Musar movement in the 19th century. So Rabbi Salanta was bothered about a teaching of our sages in the parsha of Va'era that we began this afternoon, and we're going into the week of Va'era. God sends the plagues against the Egyptians, and the third plague is the plague of lice. Now, until now, the first 2 plagues, Moses had been the vehicle of the plagues, but the third plague, the plague of lice, it says that Aaron struck the earth, the dirt. And our sages tell us, why did Aaron strike the earth? Why wasn't it Moses who was the one to carry out this great miracle? Explain our sages, because the earth had been there for Moses when he had to hide the Egyptian that he had smitten. Remember that Egyptian in today's parsha who was striking to the verge of death one of Moses' Hebrew brethren. And so he smites him and he hides him, vayitmenehu b'chol, he hides him in the earth. As a result, he owes him a hakarat hatov, a debt of gratitude, and he can't strike the earth that he owes a debt of gratitude towards, and therefore it's Aaron who has to strike the earth, the dirt, from which emerges the lice. Now, it only occurs to Rabbi Yisrael Salanta the meaning of this teaching of our sages when he was once buying a cup of coffee. Yeah, believe it or not, buying a cup of coffee in the 19th century, Rabbi Yisrael Salanta, was on a journey, stops off at a fancy hotel, orders a cup of coffee, and lovely cup of coffee, drinks the coffee, and then asks for the check. The waiter hands him the bill, and the bill was the equivalent of a 15-pound cup of coffee. It's like, you got to be kidding me, 15 pounds for a cup of coffee? I mean, how much did it cost you to make this cup of coffee? Maybe 50p? So I get it, you want to charge me £1, £2 for a cup of coffee, but 15 pounds for a cup of coffee? So the waiter says to him, look, sir, when you're drinking this cup of coffee, you're not paying for the coffee. You're paying for everything that you see around you. You're paying for the beautiful chair that you're sitting in. You're paying for the beautiful furnishings on the wall. You're paying for the garments that I, as your waiter, are wearing. All of these pieces go into your cup of coffee to make it more than just a cup of coffee, but an experience. And Rabbi Yisrael Salanta says, now I understand how to make a bracha, a blessing, over even a cup of water. The gratitude that one owes the Almighty for just a cup of water, because we think, well, it's just a cup of water. Water is free and easy to obtain. What's the big deal? Why should I thank God? Why should I bless God for a cup of water? And yet, what blessing do we make? We make a blessing, shahakol niyeh bidvaro, that everything is made by His word. Thank you, Hashem, that everything is made by your word. What do you mean everything is made by your word? All I wanted was this simple glass of water. But no, says Rabbi Yisrael Salanta, when you drink that glass of water, think about everything that has brought that glass of water to you. Clean ecosystems, wonderful pipes in your home throughout the city, the earth, the air, the trees, everything that God had to do to maintain and give you the nutrients of that glass of water. Everything had to work perfectly to bring you that glass of water. And that's what you're thanking God for when you say, blessed are you, Hashem, shakol niyeh b'dvaro, that everything is made by your word. And when Moshe thought about the dirt, he didn't just see dirt. He didn't just see dirt from which you would have lice come from. He thought about everything dirt had done for him until that point, including something as mundane as covering up the Egyptian when he needed to be rescued and it not be seen. So every time we enjoy this world, let us turn our eyes heavenward. Let us be grateful to the Almighty. Let us count our blessings in our lives. These are tough times, but our blessings are still in abundance. And we thank the Almighty. We praise the Almighty. We continue to maintain our faith, knowing that the Almighty will redeem us very soon. We know that the light is there at the end of the tunnel. Many people that we know have already received their first shot of the vaccine. A miracle! When does a vaccine appear in such a quick, short amount of time? And yet the Almighty has given our scientists the wisdom to come up with a vaccine so quickly to be able to save humanity from this terrible virus. May we all be vaccinated very soon. May coronavirus disappear very quickly. But until that point, may we continue to count our blessings every day, every hour, every minute, and every second. Shavua Tov, everybody. Have a wonderful, healthy, and safe week. Shavua Tov.